Welcome to Bastard Quest.
Hey, thanks.
I'm your game mother, Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.
We're continuing our saga of the crew of the USCSS R9 Montero, who, well, their ship's gone and now they're on the Kronos.
Yeah.
Less Montero now.
Half the crew's gone.
This is the alien RPG from Free League.
Yes.
We love those guys.
Doing good work over there in
Yeah.
Austin, Texas. Where are they from?
Sweden.
Oh, okay.
It's like Austin, Texas, but different in every way.
Austin is the Sweden of Texas. Let's be real.
If there is a Sweden of Texas, it's definitely Austin.
Yeah.
Long story short, you can go back and listen to the other episodes. Everything has gone wrong. Todd's first character's died, and Todd, right now you're playing.
Right now, I am Officer Vanessa Miller.
You were the captain of the Montero.
Yes.
Corey, who are you playing? This is your original. You haven't lost anybody yet.
Cham.
All right, Cham, who gets more monosyllabic
I guess more helpful.
and inexplicably foreign as the game progresses. And Austin, your character that you're playing
For the time
for
being,
the time being,
is Rye, one of the roughnecks on the ship.
yeah, because at the end of last episode, Rye found himself cornered in a hallway by a neomorph.
Yeah, so circumstances haven't been in our favor. I'm just going to say that at the outset, but we haven't helped with our decision making.
Yeah, Rye ran away from
After boldly challenging the
Threatening.
entire crew of the Kronos.
threatening, violently threatening.
Yeah, you know, it's
While unarmed.
a semantic argument can be made.
So, Austin, I'm going to have you go ahead and grab one of these initiative cards.
Okay.
You are in the middle of a hall. A neomorph just burst out of an air vent.
Alone. I want to underline that point.
You are alone and in the dark.
Ooh, initiative 6.
Go ahead and take a point of stress.
Okay. That's
Got it.
3.
Kyle is so filled with joy right now. He's
So Kyle drew initiative 1.
Yeah.
So, it's attacking.
Oh, really?
I know it's a shock. So the way the neomorph attacks work in this game is they don't have like an attack rating like a zombie might in D&D. You just roll D6, and I've got a table of neomorph attacks, and it tells us what happens.
Cool.
The Abomination had similar.
Okay. We kicked its ass, though.
You guys did great against
Or
that.
Cham did.
Yeah. So let's see. We roll a D6 here. I rolled a 1, so that's a terrifying hiss. The neomorph leans in close to the victim, showing its razor-sharp teeth and hissing.
Well, that's really the best I could have hoped for.
Make an immediate panic roll.
Okay. It's a 2.
What is your stress?
3.
You keep it together. You manage to keep your nerves in check. Now, that would be great for you, but it's going to attack again.
Now, what rule is this?
No, they can attack on both of their actions.
Oh, that's right, because they get a fast and a slow or
Yeah.
too fast.
And their attacks can be on both of them.
Sounds reasonable.
I wouldn't say so. So that is a 4. Leaping attack. It jumps at the victim. Roll for the attack using 8 base dice.
I'm still screaming at the hiss.
no, you kept your cool.
So I'm perfectly lucid as this thing hurtles toward my face.
If the attack is successful, the victim is thrown to the ground and must make an immediate panic roll, and the neomorph immediately performs an extra attack with 10 base dice.
Jesus. We cut to downstairs where Cham is looking at the motion tracker and be like, oh, he found a body. Oh.
If you're attacked in close combat, you can choose to block the attack to avoid being hit. This is a fast action, and you roll for close combat. You must declare that you're going to block before the attacker rolls for their strike. Okay, well, I'll let you. You would want to do. You would have rolled. You would have said, yeah, you would have.
Yeah.
So roll your close combat.
Okay.
Now, this is a reactive action. It does count against your available action, so basically you're using your fast action to do.
Okay.
Oh, for his next, when he does attack,
Yes.
he's already used one of his actions?
Yes.
Okay.
No, if you are unarmed, you can only block unarmed attacks from other humans. To block an armed close combat attack or an attack by a xenomorph creature, you need to wield some kind of sturdy weapon or tool.
You got nothing because
You
you
have
dropped
nothing.
your torch and everything.
I have a photo of my brother.
Okay, yeah, you can hold that up. Does absolutely nothing.
The creature's just like, I had a brother once.
So literally,
And then I popped out of his head.
So has Rye taken any damage at this point?
He has not.
And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say you don't have any armor.
No, but I'm sure he's got plenty of health to spare.
So you should have 4 health.
I do.
So you take 1 damage.
Oh.
You are knocked to the ground. This thing leaps on you. It's clawing at you. You know, you're okay. Take a panic roll.
Okay. It's a 4. So that my total's an 8.
Tremble. You start to tremble uncontrollably, which I mean,
I
makes
imagine
sense.
he does.
All skill rolls using agility suffer a -2 modification until your panic stops. Okay, it makes another attack because it was the leaping attack, and you, of course, it hit you, so it makes 10 with 10 dice. Oh God! So that's 3 successes.
Is the monster panicked yet at all?
Yeah, no, it's got a good amount of stress on it. So the second hit does damage 2 automatically. So mark off 2 more points on your health.
Okay.
Jesus.
For every extra roll, you choose one of these stunts. Inflict more damage, outmaneuver, trade initiative scores.
Well,
No. Knock or pull a weapon or other object from your opponent. You don't have anything. Your opponent is knocked to the ground. You're already knocked to the ground. You hold your opponent in a grapple. Ooh, that sounds promising. They need to win an opposed close combat roll against you to break free. You can't perform any other action until they have done so, or until you are broken or let them go. Ooh, yeah, I definitely think it grapples you. And it also inflicts another point of damage, because I rolled 3 6s.
Oh.
so
Well,
that's all then.
that's 4.
But then he starts taking critical damage.
Oh, that's right. That's where there's a table that tells what happens.
Yeah, that's
Right.
where you
Well,
can
that's
die.
That should be the subtitle of this game. It can always get worse.
So you are grappled. It's on you. Its claws are piercing your spacesuit. Air's blowing out everywhere. You're bleeding internally. All these alarm bells are going off inside your helmet. Beep, beep, beep. Wah, wah, wah. And it's hissing, and you are grappled. The only action it can perform, apart from releasing you, is a grapple attack. This works as a normal unarmed attack, but as a fast action cannot be blocked. The only action you can perform, Austin, is an attempt to break free, which is a slow action that succeeds if you win an opposed close combat roll against it.
So I guess that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, so you need to try to get rid of its grapple.
All right. So I have no close combat score,
Nice.
but I do have a strength of 4. So I've got 4 black die plus 4 yellow stress die. I got no face huggers. I got 3 successes.
So I only rolled 1, so you can describe how Rye gets away from this neomorph. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Not gets away. Gets out of its grapple.
Of course.
Because you're still there, and your fast action was soaked on your... Or no, you still have a fast action left. You didn't use that.
So Rye's grappling on the ground with this beast and going like, "I fucking stupid monster, get off." He finally kind of just wriggles free out of its grasp and just starts to try and slide along the floor away from it.
That makes sense. Now, you still have a fast action you can do. You are prone. One of those can be get up.
Yeah. All right. So Rye's going to try to struggle to his feet.
Okay, you struggle to your feet. Next round of combat, it's going to attack you again.
Great.
Well,
That's the one gimme this game.
Well, see the even though he won the grapple to get out of it,
Yeah.
it still ate his slow action.
sure.
That's a 2. So
What if instead of attacking, he like read his screenplay to Austin?
Just let me know what you think.
it's about a man trying to find himself in a Denny's.
Let me buy you a beer.
Tail slash. The neomorph pivots, slashing Rye with its sharp tail. Oh god, it gets so many dice.
Oh no!
I did not roll any 6s.
Wow.
Rye, this tail just comes slashing for Rye, and Rye's just got to his feet, stumbles against the wall. How does he dodge this tail slash?
I don't think he dodges anything. I think he only stumbles against the wall as he's getting up, and as he turns around, just millimeters from his eyeball swings the point of this tail as it whips past him because the monster missed.
Well, fortunately, it's still engaged, and it can attack twice. So the second attack was a 5, so it lunges for Rye's throat.
Oh.
If the attack causes damage, it automatically inflicts critical injury.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is Rye's radio still on?
Sure.
Okay, so we hear this.
Yeah.
So I think the rest of the crew just hears this like staticky hiss and then just hears Rye going, "I don't like it, bro."
So I rolled. I did get 1 success.
Cool.
So you take 1 damage, which is
Cool.
going to cause a critical injury. So what is so when Miller, who is running also through the dark by herself with nothing but a flashlight, hears this, how does she respond?
She keeps running.
Wise.
Even faster
Got to
now.
get that cardio in.
Now Cham, who is what, Rye's friend?
Yeah, he's
This is my body.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does Cham react?
First off, Cham is feeling a little dejected that Rye bailed on him. So he hears that and he's like, "Oh no, my buddy, but man, he just took off like that." And he looks around the rest of the room. He's like, possible other buddies, like you see in subtitles across his forehead.
You have like Terminator vision.
Yes. Beep, 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 beep. I think Cham would be the only one of the crew to hear that because they've got their spacesuits from
Their ship.
so he's the only one hearing it, and he's like, "Oh, guys, I gotta tell you, they sound like they ran into some monsters up there. It's no Rye screaming anywhere, and it sounds like he got attacked. Do you guys want to do anything, or?"
So back down on the main level where Rye is facing this neomorph, it lunges, its mouth sinks into his neck, and it rips away, his jugular torn open, blood spraying against the walls like a fire hose just loose.
The last thing he ever hears is Cham's voice in the radio.
Well, he's still not technically dead at that point.
He's gurgling.
He's gurgling, but then it rakes down with his claws and disembowels him.
Oh, okay.
Here's your new character.
Rye is dead.
All right.
And Cham hears all this, and he's like, "Oh, never mind, guys. I hear a gurgle. Seems like my buddy's dead." And again, he thinks to himself, "Which one of these will be my new buddy?"
So Rye's dead.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
And Austin, who are you going to be playing now?
I'm now going to be playing Reed, the Colonial Marine.
Ooh.
Oh, Reed's the one that shot Leah Davis.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Todd's android.
Yep.
He's got a shotgun.
That's helpful.
So Reed and Cham, along with Clayton and Wilson, the two company agents, still up on the cryo deck listening over Cham's radio as Rye gurgles his last.
Well, guys, my best friend's dead. So I don't know. What are you guys into?
So before anybody can say anything, Flynn comes back around the corner.
Oh, hey, buddy.
We're not headed back to Earth. I looked at the navigation array. It's still damaged. It's still not operating properly. Something's wrong with it, and my mother may think she's taking us back to Earth, but she's not.
Is it in the neighborhood at least? Perhaps Uranus? It's a Cham joke.
I'm a doctor, not a particle physicist on a death ship. Flynn is just holding himself, muttering, "It's happening again. It's happening again. It's happening again. We went to sleep so this wouldn't happen again."
Reed kind of looks over and slaps Flynn on the back and says, "Hey, why don't you quit your belly aching, you wimp?"
His voice has changed. So much more cow-like before.
Yeah. Well, he was arguing through a spacesuit then. Clayton and Wilson, the two company agents, look at each other. They look at the three other people. Wilson says, "Well, I'm open to suggestions."
Well, let's think about our problems. Ship number 1 blew up, the one that we rode here on. There is something wrong with this ship, but we must discover that on our own through the mystery lookings.
Sure.
Cham is but a humble cargo carrier. Could you not talk to this ship, Mother, to find out where the problem with this ship is? And do you have a gun to give Cham?
So Clayton and Wilson look at Cham, and Wilson says, "That was actually a good idea, Cham."
To give Cham gun?
No, the other part. The other part.
Do you have a dagger?
Don't.
Some kind of something.
Wilson is unarmed also.
Oh, boy.
Clayton has a pistol, which she puts her hand on and says, I will need this.
Well, okay, if we find a gun, Clayton, if you want, we could go share Z's on it, and I will keep on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and every other Friday. Buddy.
Clayton and Wilson don't really respond. They just slide down the hallway to go towards Mother.
Are we going with them, or
They wouldn't want you to.
not into the room, but we would probably stick somewhat together?
Yeah, you could stick together.
Okay.
So you guys just essentially step into the next hallway, and Clayton and Wilson go in, and you see Mother briefly before the door closes. So, where is Miller heading, Todd? Anywhere in particular, or just running?
So Miller ran the opposite direction from Rye, and as she's running, she breezes by the corporate suite. She stops and looks in and decides to run in there to hole up, because it seems like it'd be, a cool place to do that.
You go into the corporate suite, which is unlocked. It's a spacious wardroom and personal quarters. that at one point might have been considered luxurious. Now, the bed is soaked with blood. The couch cushions, stuffing is all torn out. The furniture is destroyed. There's a wall safe with claw marks all over it. There's a wet bar that's been practically cleaved in two. It's splintered and wrecked. Most of the bottles are shattered. The walk-in closet seems to be fine.
Are there any bottles that are still intact?
There's one or two on the floor.
Vanessa immediately starts drinking.
Okay. Are you? What are you looking at in the corporate suite?
She's just looking. She sees the safe
Yeah.
and goes to see if it's open.
No. It's still sealed. There's claw marks, but from the blood spray, it looks like those were probably incidental.
Oh,
And not something actually trying to get into the
You know,
safe.
the monster is like, cha-ching.
Yeah. Payday for
Bonus.
Benny.
I just wanted to kill dudes.
So she's gonna grab a bottle of whiskey, take a pull on that, and since there's blood and viscera and damage everywhere, she's going to step out of the corporate suite and keep heading for the.
You're not going to go into the nice walk-in closet or the safe? It's fine.
She tried the safe, but it wasn't open.
No, correct.
So she's just heading toward the comm station, where the command station and the bridge are.
Okay. So you head that way. After a few minutes of talking to Mother, Clayton comes out. Wilson is still in there. Clayton looks at the three people up by Mother, which would be Cham, Flynn, and Reed. She says, I'm going to head down to my quarters to retrieve a few, well, to be frank, key card accesses for Mother. I'll be right back.
You're going by yourself?
Unless somebody would like to go with me.
We could all go together as bodies.
I'll escort you.
I don't think everybody should go. I think that somebody should stay up here outside Mother to guard Wilson.
I'm not doing that. I will go with my shotgun buddy.
Makes no difference to me.
Can I ride piggyback?
No.
That's one strike against him for possible new buddy. Cham thinks.
So she says, okay, look, I'm perfectly fine going by myself. It's just one deck down. I think it'll be okay. But if you two
Yeah,
want to
probably.
go.
Yeah, it sounds great. I can't imagine anything that would possibly go wrong there.
No more risks on this ship. I'm going with you.
Cham, go too.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, come on.
Todd, Vanessa makes it to the bridge. Are you looking for anything in particular? It is much as it was when you were here as Leah.
Well, she was. Her intent was to see if perhaps the ship is pilotable.
She can pilot, right?
Not well, but yeah, she can.
Yes. So she starts working at it, and then just as quickly, no, something is wrong with Station 2. It is not powering up.
Can Cham try to radio Captain Miller right now?
Of course.
Captain Miller, come in.
What is it, Cham?
It's Cham.
I know that. What is it, Cham?
Well, Rye dead.
I thought
You remember him? He was my buddy and partner. He was one of our worker friends.
Miller would have heard that, of course.
Yeah, I know. I heard the same thing.
Yeah, it sounded like his throat was torn out and then he was disemboweled. Well, anyway, what are you up to?
Nothing at the moment. Just maintain your position, and I'll get it back in touch with you soon.
Well, we're gonna go to this guy's room. He has to get cards, so we're gonna do that. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, cards are what? Are you going to play rummy? What? Why do you need cards?
At this point, Reed looks over to Cham and squints his eyes as if to say, don't tell this idiot where we're headed.
Captain Miller, I will talk to you later. I'm getting the squint, which is telling me do not tell you where we're going, but that's not what it actually means. Bye-bye.
Cham.
Click.
Okay, Todd, you need to make a stamina roll while Vanessa is spending time investigating the bridge, trying to get the piloting activated. This is definitely not to see how far that disease that she picked up in session 2 has advanced.
Okay. Well, she has a 0 for stamina.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
Her strength is 4.
Sweet. What's your stress right now?
It's at a 1. I rolled 1 success, 1 6, and the yellow die is a 3.
Okay. So Clayton Cham, and Reed go down to corporate suite. She goes in. You guys see everything that, as I described it to Todd, the blood-soaked bed, shattered mini wet bar, the safe on the wall. Clayton goes in. Clayton is a woman, by the way. Sorry. Looks at Reed, looks at Cham. She says, Wilson and I have used Mother to communicate with corporate. I don't think there's any repairing the Kronos. I think it's entirely too dangerous. There's something killing people, as we heard, with your
Buddy.
buddy,
Yeah.
Mr. Cham.
Jam.
So I vote we get out of here.
Okay, to where do we go?
She points to the walk-in closet. That's not a closet. That leads to an escape pod.
Does it go to Narnia?
No, it goes to an escape pod.
Oh. Okay. Okay, cool. I'll do whatever. I'm just here to help.
Can all three of us fit in it?
The three of us can.
Haha, yeah, let's go. My buddy's dead. I don't care.
We sent a message to corporate. The corporation wants what is on the Kronos. They will send someone else. We'll probably, if we stay on this ship, we're all going to be dead before they get here. That emergency escape vehicle doesn't have FTL, so we'll have to stay close to the Kronos. I think we attach to the outside of the hull, go into cryo sleep, wait till the rescue crew gets here.
I couldn't be more down.
Good.
Jam, okay.
Because Wilson didn't want to do it.
What did Wilson want?
Oh, he wanted to repair the Kronos.
But you say that's way too hard, right?
I think so.
What does it consist of?
I don't know. But our android couldn't figure it out through 75 years of us being in cryosleep.
I wonder if Android Ava tried to turn off and turn back on. It's the first thing you do.
I don't know. What I'm saying is I'm going to go, unless somebody tries to stop me and she puts a hand on her pistol, I'm going to take what's in that safe, get on that EEV, and leave.
What's the safe?
Corporate information.
Do I still get my paycheck?
I'll give you $100,000.
In the year 2331, that is like $35.
No, it's a new currency. It's not
Space
USD.
box, yes.
She opens the safe, beep, 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 takes out some corporate data files, puts them in her pocket, and takes out stacks of cash. Flynn and Miller and Wilson don't know about this CEV. They won't know we're on the ship. We'll be safe. They're going to die.
Well, we have a saying in my country. Get that hen off the table.
If either of you want to go, you're more than welcome to.
Cool. So does this mean we're bodies?
You're just the ones that decided to come down here with me.
No.
So how can we all go into cryosleep inside the escape pod?
We
three
get
of
into
us?
bed. We get into the sleep bed, the cold, sleepy bed.
Is the closet that big?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it leads to a part of the ship. There are three.
Oh, it's not the closet.
No.
Gotcha.
No.
It'd be funny as a closet. Is that what you pictured as
gotta-
a closet-shaped escape pod?
Picture, like what's the Doctor Who phone booth?
Yes.
Yeah, you got to do a group hug. And
We
then
spoon. We
cryo-freezes
cryo
you.
spoon.
Yeah.
It's fine.
She said-
Bodies.
Yeah, she explains it. Reed probably would have been familiar with that kind of escape vehicle.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's fine with me. But can we use my motion tracker first to see if there's anything in there, like one of these woolly bullies?
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah. Jam.
Yeah. So the three of you huddle around the motion tracker.
Hey, check it out. This is crazy to y'all because the motion trackers you had 75 years ago were garbage.
Yeah, she'd probably
That's
be like,
really true.
This
what's
one,
a motion tracker?
this one in 9K.
So you see, from where you guys are, you would see movement on the bridge, which you don't know, but that would be Miller.
Right.
You can see some movement. It's at the edge of your scopes, but you can see some movement up above, which you assume is Flynn. And then you see more motion moving from the med lab towards your location. Or in the general direction of the corporate suite. Not necessarily coming to the corporate suite, but towards the head of the ship.
Hey, what was your name?
Jam.
Chicklets? Okay.
Can I tell you my last name?
No. Wasn't your buddy running toward the med bay?
Yes, my dead body, the Rye. He no longer he crossed that rainbow bridge.
Well, then I vote that we clear the area before whatever that is heads our way.
Clayton immediately goes to the door of the closet, opens it, and goes in.
Hey, wait a second. Let's see if he dies.
Reed's already walking toward the closet.
Yeah, you see lights coming on from the interior of the closet. You don't hear any screaming or ripping sounds.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's a good sign.
No, the EEV is fully functional.
Yeah.
Everything starts activating, and you see you still got the motion tracker. It's getting closer and closer. Goes past the corporate suite towards the bridge.
Oh, that the creature. Cham going in. Cham going in the closet.
So Clayton seals it, and we'll move to the bridge. Todd, how you doing?
At this point, Miller is just shithoused. She's drank the entire bottle of whiskey. She's trying to get in touch with Cham, come in.
Cham has turned off the radio.
Perfect.
The first time Cham was not helpful.
Let's see. Todd, you're going to make a observation roll.
My wits are 2. My observation is a 2. So that's 4. So that's 4 black die, correct?
That's right. And your stress.
And my stress is at 1. 1 success, and my yellow die is a 4.
Okay. I got 2 successes. You could always push.
Roll the black die that you didn't get a success on.
Yep, I'm going to do
And
that.
You got to add a stress, though, right?
You got to add a stress, and you re-roll everything that... don't you re-roll everything that didn't roll a success?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I leave the success and then re-roll the other 3 black die plus
How much
another
how much
stress.
stress do you have right now?
It's at 1.
2. Yeah.
And so you just added a second one from
Yes.
pushing. Add a third one, because you should have added one when you made that sickness roll.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
going to make you add one.
All right, so yeah, it's 3 and 3. It's 3 yellow die, 3 black die.
Okay.
1 success, and the yellow die are 2, 5, and 3.
No
face huggers.
Okay, so Miller is on the bridge trying to diagnose what's wrong with Pilot Station 2. She's
Probably
got
trying to diagnose that dull clunk she just heard. As the
yeah, she's got a panel open. She's in the innards of this machine. Yeah, and here's a dull clunk essentially in the hallway outside the bridge.
If I'm not mistaken, there's an axe that is embedded in one of the
In
pilot stations, correct?
Yeah, in Pilot Station 1 there is an axe.
So she's going to move to Pilot Station 1 and pick up the axe.
Good job. You know, this might go better for you than it did for Rye because you have a weapon.
Nice.
maybe.
Miller has the axe in hand, steps to where she can see, out the main hatch, and there's a neomorph just standing in the corridor. Just
Hey.
and then it lunges, and we're in combat.
Yeah. She's drunk and she has an axe.
If anything, drunk should help you
Yeah,
fight.
I was going to say, this is going to make you brave enough to fight
Historically.
a terrifying alien.
Yeah.
So you're at short range right now.
I just drew my initiative.
What'd you get?
A 7.
I got a 2.
Uh-oh.
Hooray for me.
Hey, try that talent out and tell it what to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Miller does have the ability. She can pull rank.
I didn't realize that's what it was.
And she can force someone to follow her orders and perform a specific action. She rolls command against the target's manipulation, and if successful, the target has to follow her order, even if it means harm or danger to themselves.
Listen here, Private.
So the neomorph has initiative 2, so it runs straight towards Miller. And obviously, it's going to attack because it's a terrifying alien life form. So it runs for Miller and spins around, slashing with its tail. You could try to block this because you do have a weapon.
A stick-type weapon, too.
Yeah, now that would require using your fast action. Do you want to block?
Yes.
Okay, so this will be opposed close combat rolls.
All right. I am
Don't
0, but I have a strength of 4.
It only has 10 dice.
Is that all?
That's all. That's all it's
Okay.
got. Okay, roll your defense.
Hey.
Hey guys, I think based on Kyle's reaction, this is going to turn out pretty good for Vanessa. So 4. So I've got the 4 black die, and then my stress is at 3. So I roll 3 stress. Correct.
Yes, that is correct.
1 success, 2 successes, No face huggers.
No facehuggers. So you reduce 2 of its successes. Fortunately, it has 2 additional successes.
Hey,
Ooh.
Yeah, it's bad.
bad kid, bad kitty.
So there's this like the tail lashes against the axe, and Miller raises it. It looks like it's going to block it. Then it just wraps around, and the spike just slams into her chest. You're going to take 4 damage.
After this happens, Miller says, "I'm your captain. You will follow orders."
Strangely, it does not respond.
Oh, really?
Now you have you used your fast action there
Yes.
to try to block. You still have a slow action, which can be a close combat attack.
Can she swing the axe at
Absolutely.
the monster?
Yeah.
Well, she's going to do that.
Make a close combat attack.
All right. That's 4. Does my stress go up any here? Is it the same?
It has not changed.
Okay.
Really? After taking a spike to the chest? No, it's fine.
No, I mean I agree, but
Yeah, but he's drunk, dude. This is canon.
Super.
Oh,
Miller,
you're right.
she's so hammered.
I'll take it. I'll let it ride.
Shithouse.
I'll take one right now. I've only had a couple whiskeys, but
you sending me a neomorph?
No successes. 1 face hugger.
hey,
Okay, well I should have specified I wasn't going to block anyway because it has ridiculous armor.
oh, Jesus.
But it's fine.
We have fun here.
I have fun. So you make a panic test.
4.
And what is your current stress?
3 for now.
I think 7 is nervous twitch. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increases by 1. So your stress just goes up by 1. So do you want to describe how Vanessa shits the bed here?
Danny boy! fucking Jack Torrance over there.
She raises the axe and she swings it at the creature's midsection. However, since she got a spike to the chest, as soon as she gets it like halfway around, she kind of like seizes up because it hurts so bad, and it just like kind of pings off of the monster's chest.
Yeah, it jumps away like that predator, like when a cat, when you almost hit a cat and it leaps away.
Yep.
And it's attacking again.
Okay.
Well,
It's a 5. Throat bite!
oh no.
Yeah, so like a cat, it tries to kill you. It lunges for your throat. Roll for the attack. You can still attempt to block again.
I will attempt to block. Once again, no successes, 1 face hugger.
So it lunges and you try to kick at it with your leg. It just slams its hands into Miller's leg, snapping the femur. The head lunges forward, grabs the jugular vein, just rips it out of your throat. Blood spray all over it. It's just reveling in it.
Monster is kind of one note. I just got to
Yeah.
point this out. Just a throat biting.
Yeah.
Miller.
Already
But in the
developing
world
some
of
isms.
Alien, wouldn't it be like a throat cuddler? Or,
I guess.
Yeah.
Miller stumbles over, falling back over the pilot seat, still technically alive. I think you have last like one more. It's called a shift. But there's Flynn, the medic upstairs, isn't coming down here.
At this point, Cham flips on the radio. Captain Miller just wanted to say thank you. It was an honor being helpful to you. And I think he just hears the
You hear
gurgling.
me?
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Well, click. Anyway, you guys need anything?
Hey, what'd she say?
She gurgled. That old gurgle monster got to her again. God damn, man. This is the craziest ship.
Hold on. For both Rye and Miller, was Cham the last thing they heard before they died?
Yes, yes, actually.
Bye. I will see you in heaven.
So,
The heavenly host will sing for you.
So the camera pulls back out of the bridge, out of the front window. We see this image of space of the neomorph just melting into the shadows, and then it goes up. The camera pans up to the module where Mother is, and it goes in to that where Wilson is laying on the floor in a pool of blood. And outside, it goes out through the door where Flynn is just huddling, not sure what to do, and you hear
Oh, it's
Then-
going to be a gurgle party.
camera goes back out of the ship, spins. We have this 360 or 180 degree turn of the ship we see this EEV module dropping out of the bottom of the ship, moves over, and reattaches. And inside, we can see Reed and Cham and Clayton going into cryosleep. The camera pans down, and far behind the Kronos, we see another ship coming into view.
Ooh.
Neither Cham nor Reed ever wake up. The end.
Son of a bitch. Cham looks out the window before he goes into cryosleep. Cham's simple. He sees the ship coming up, and he notices on the side it's painted the Space Bird. and he sees a Wookiee and a droid sitting in
They're there. They just push a slom onto the Kronos.
Just the
and
Wookiee
leave.
and the droid, though. The other crew member is undoubtedly in the med bay.
How do you know the droid wasn't your character? Right. Just after a significant amount of injuries.
Cham was a Christian. He's going to be fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do we have a multiverse now? Is that
Yeah.
So essentially, what happens? Clayton gets you guys into cryosleep, sets her own timer. She wakes up in like an hour and just shoots you both in the head.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
All right. Well, that was the end.
Well, it could have been worse for Cham. I mean,
Well, so I was reading about the adventure, and it describes Clayton, the company agent for the Kronos, as ruthless.
well, they always are.
And right, well, Wilson, I think is actually not. He's a bit self-serving, but I don't think he's like that brutal. But then I found like I didn't think there was any way off the ship. Then I was reading like, oh, there's an EEV in her lounge. She's awake.
Right.
The Montero's screwed. Why would she hang around on this ship that she knows is probably fucked?
Yeah.
And Miller was just in there, and I'm sitting here looking at the map of the Kronos, and right there, next to corporate suite, it says EEV.
Yeah,
And I chose not to go in there.
I was like
I know. Well,
doing everything but say go into the closet.
Todd's like, oh, everybody eats veggies apparently.
yeah, right. I'm like Eve.
In
That
the
doesn't
future,
sound good.
In the
But
future,
see-
we're all Eve. That's where the android lives.
Yeah.
See, though I knew if Todd went into that room, he would immediately leave.
Yeah.
Right.
Immediately escape, and the only way
He
out.
tends to flee.
I was
Right.
so close. Well, that is Miller's agenda in Act 3. Get all the cash you can and get the hell out of Dodge by any means necessary.
Yeah, and in the safe there's $1 million.
God damn it.
Cham's Act 3 thing was to continue to help. Fucking ridiculous. I didn't get to reveal Cham's last name though that I made up for him.
Oh, what was it?
Peon.
Very nice.
Get it?
Champion.
I pictured the other rescue ship pulling up and like going to the EEV and being like, well, they finding the bodies of Cham and Randy or whatever his name is,
Well, she's
and
actually
being like, this alien puts bullets in people's heads.
she's actually screwed because the ship coming up behind is a mercenary ship.
Oh,
I don't think it's hired by Wayland Yutani. I think it was
what color is it?
gray. Industrial gray. It's the alien universe. But see, I didn't think Austin's character Reed would go along with it because of your drive or your agenda.
Did you check out your agenda?
I do not have an agenda.
Yes, you do. It's written on your character sheet.
Oh,
Good job. Good job, Austin. What was it for the fun of?
terminate all threats to the crew with extreme prejudice, no matter the risks to you.
Well, you know,
Yeah, that's why I thought. So that's why I thought. Well,
as bad playing on my part.
that's fine.
I don't think it is. Listeners will be auditioning for a new fourth co-host soon.
Now, the your name has to be Austin. That's the rule. We can't.
Yeah,
I
and
can't
we-
learn any new names.
And we are going to murder Austin in real life. That's the rules.
No, the replacement has to defeat me.
That's right.
Enrolling?
You have to be named Austin.
No, in real life.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and you have to fight to the death in the Thunderdome I'm building in my basement.
So you guys join up that Patreon real fucking fast.
No, I mean I think if I'd been on the ship and Clayton said let's go, I would have said
Okay.
okay,
Well, I mean,
I'm all for it.
Cham just follows orders. That's all he does.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I can help them in there.
So but there's the neomorph so after the medic dies, there's a neomorph on the ship.
Yeah.
There's 2 abominations.
Yeah. Well, the other one was outside the ship, right?
Yes.
Was it still out there? Just
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just walking around on the hull. But eventually, it was gonna start banging through an airlock.
Well, those mercenaries are probably fucked too.
Oh, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other real ship comes up.
Eventually, a Wayland Yutani ship with like lots of mercenaries would get there and take it over. But,
Yeah.
and Clayton would survive. So,
I'm just happy somebody made it.
Still better than Prometheus.
so what did you guys think about the Alien role playing game?
It was good. It gets a little complicated here and there, but it's fun.
The story and the mechanics are pretty easy to use, with the exception of, I think, the panic and damage modifiers.
That gets a little complicated. I mean, I like it, I understand it, but like it took me a minute to like catch on what was happening with those panic tables and damage tables. And
And I think we did it so wrong in that one. I think it's episode 2 that probably colors our opinion of it.
yeah, but we did it as friends and fun partners.
No, it was so good. I mean, it is really unforgiving. It's really easy to die.
It's fucking Alien, man. Everybody dies.
It has to be. It has to be brutal.
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say that I don't care what game we're playing. I just like hanging out with my friends.
It's a fun little friendly party.
I just like killing you guys.
Yeah,
I really. I'm so happy about
that's
it.
fine.
No, so that was Alien, the role playing game from Free League. It's a really well put together game. Mechanically, the production values are fantastic.
Yeah, we've
yeah.
got a map of the Cronus that we've been kind of playing along with, and
Yeah.
it's helped out a lot, especially when trying to build such an intricate kind of world. When there's so many different choices for places to go and stuff like that, we really needed this.
Yeah, I should have done it before, but we'll post pictures of the map and our character sheets. We'll try to be better about that. We'll put those on like Instagram and Twitter and stuff.
Yeah. It is a beautiful game. If you're a fan,
The dice alone are really cool because they
Yes.
are specifically made for this game, and they do have little face squeezers on them.
Yeah, if you're not a hardcore role player, but you think, oh man, that could be fun to play with a couple friends. This is not the full game. This is, I want to say, like the beginner's box set. I don't think that's what they call it, but that's what
Right.
it is.
kind of like an introductory game.
Yeah. I'd recommend you get that, and that's all you're going to need.
And I do like the mechanics for character creation.
Yeah.
You get your normal character sheet. Everybody's kind of used to that. You also get the agenda cards, which kind of help align everybody and kind of give you something to act off of, with the exception of, me.
The only thing that's hard about that is actually reading the cards.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to play this. This is called Charity of the Gods, written by Andrew E.C. Gaska. It would be interesting to play that. I would like to run it at a convention, I think, with 5 players. That way, one person is the android, somebody's the company agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be interesting because
I could see that because I was honestly, I hope the listeners weren't too. I think we did a decent job of saying the corporate guy, the Marine
Yes,
every time,
yeah.
but there was a lot of characters. I could see playing this for fun with more people. I think it'd be a lot more fun.
Yeah, I think 5 players and a GM would be really interesting.
Yeah.
But overall, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
So how would you? So we've played 2 movie games so far.
Star Wars.
3.
No, 3. Green Knight. Star
yeah.
Wars. No,
4.
4. Dune. Gosh, everything we played is a movie game.
Well, see, Dune, I think of it. I see the novel first, I guess.
sure,
but
it's got the movie logo on it.
it
That's
does.
why I say that.
Yeah. I guess the other movie game I really think of Green Knight as a movie game.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, it's
And-
made by the studio that
Yeah, and
put it out.
Alien is a movie game. Star Wars
Sure.
is its own kind of. It is a movie game.
It's a
guess,
behemoth, yeah.
But it's a juggernaut. But comparing it to Green Knight,
Well, Green Knight, it wasn't made to be anything but like a one-time, possibly 2 or 3 time
purely
play.
marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is obviously
way better.
way more into it for sure.
Yeah. Now I don't. So I guess there is a campaign mode where you make your own characters and you play a full blown campaign in the Alien universe.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I have no idea how that would work.
Right.
It seems like such a horrible nightmare universe.
I mean, with this kind of system, like it seems unlikely you would get through everything that the GM had prepared
Yeah.
if it was a long-term campaign.
it seems it seems really brutal. I don't know. Maybe it'll work. People play Call of Cthulhu campaigns.
Yeah.
So.
Who knows? It could have worked out well. Like because our goal is to shorten most games anyway.
Sure, yeah.
Because we're doing an audio format.
Yeah, we don't draw stuff out.
Yeah. And I did see there's expansions of this where you could be, where it's like the Colonial, where it's basically the sequel. It's Aliens, like the Colonial Marine sequel. Or expansion.
Yeah, that would be, I mean, obviously that'd be fun. Be a bunch of Marines and storm a hell planet.
It doesn't matter. Like,
Basically,
the Marines all got slaughtered in the second one. Like two people escaped, but one of them was a little girl.
I think Bishop is halfway there.
He's ahead by the time they land on Fury
Leah's
5.
technically, Leah makes it, I guess, technically.
Yeah, you they could fix her.
Well, she'd probably be recovered by Weyland Yutani. They would just like dump her in a reprocessing.
Right, they
pit or
just
something.
take whatever meth was left in the body and sell it.
But yeah, that has been Alien the Role-Playing Game on Bastard Quest.
Please check out patreon.com/bastardquest. If you listen to this show and you're like, that's good, it's not, because the good shit's on Patreon.
That's right.
Yeah, we're better than, it's like, imagine if Mark Maron was on Last Podcast on the Left. It's like that. It's like, that's how good it is. And Conan O'Brien pops in from time to time. Hey,
It's exactly like that,
Yeah.
but with none of those people.
I'm just saying power wise.
Yeah.
Like, as powerful. And thank you to our sponsor, Barrel and Bond.
Yep. They're located at 100 Broadway in downtown Paducah, right next to the scenic riverfront.
They'll sell you bourbon.
Yep. Get drunk and look at water.
Also, they'll sell you a gun if you really need it.
And you'll need one there at Barrel and Bond, 100 Broadway, downtown Paducah, Kentucky.
Drink all the bullet you want, but save the last bullet for yourself.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh!
God.
That was actually really good.
Look,
Huh?
we gotta stop
Super
playing these
good.
fucking games. It's driven a darkness into us all.
God.
God.
I'm kidding. They don't actually have bullet. That's not bourbon.
Yeah. So we'll see you next week for fucking Cthulhu.
Yeah. Because what we all need right now is some optimism.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. This is Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey,
I'm Austin.
God.